Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back on our regularly scheduled stuff. Hope you're all doing well. I'm alright myself, just had some really good food and playing some more Castlevania. Hot as shit though, so if you hear my fan in the background, sorry. Nothing I can do about that, blame the fact that it's getting to be around the summertime. So I don't actually, I think last time we played this, we just beat Legion. Yeah. Did I get anything else from that? Jump again midair. Slide. Did I get anything from equip that. Flying armor, no. I got the Flame Demon because I think that's one of the demons I need for the final area of the game. In fact, check that too. Ancient Book 1, first is a demon. Hellfires, yes. And then Third Spirit of a Beautiful Nightmare, I don't know what that is. And then I need a third, or Book 2, but I don't know where that is. So, where was... Okay, so I just got... So yeah, I beat Legion. And then I can just head right from there, I guess. So yeah, that's all we did last time, I think. We explored a bit, we got some demons, and then we killed Legion. Yeah, this is where the boss arena was. Now... Ooh. Gotta make sure I don't get hit by the curse. There we are. Ooh! Punches enemies. And that's not one of the red souls. Okay. Ooh, damn, that's just really good. Wait, hold on. Gold ring. Okay, but yeah, that was actually really good. What does this do? Makes enemies leave behind more money when you wear this ring. Oh. So if I wanted to grind some money, I could do that. Cool. You know, I still don't really see how the peeping eye is supposed to help me find hidden walls, though. So, I guess in regards to stuff that I've heard recently as far as news, the only real significant thing was that Street Fighter 6 had just announced a beta that they're going to be doing for like 3 days, I think, close to the release of Street Fighter 6, and I'm not like I've made it my case before that I'm not much of a fighting game person. I just kind of like the news that's been showing up about it. Recognize places in which time has been stopped. Yay, cool. So now I can see where time has stopped, which means I can go up to that hallway where the white rabbit was. Yeah. But what I did do once I heard that announcement was I referred to my friend Jordan, who I help run Open Couch Gaming, and when I got to, like, it was just, I saw that and immediately beelined to getting him to, on Twitter, to be like, dude, you need to look this up, and, you know, hopefully he'll have some fun with that, because he's a big Street Fighter fan, and he's told me, like, from the footage he saw, he would probably main Zangief. Okay, so we have a bit of a trek to go through in order to get back to where we were, which is fine. But yeah, besides that, I did hear one bit of interesting news, which, well, I shouldn't say news, more like a strong rumor. The strong rumor being that that apparently there's something involving Castlevania and other Konami properties at like a PlayStation showcase or like Summer Games Fest, I think. And forgive me for being the skeptic, but despite the Silent Hill stuff we got a while ago, I cannot I cannot in good faith really like see that. I just can't, you know. There's just a capacity in which that I hear news, and there's just a capacity to where I hear news and, you know, on paper and everything else, it's like, oh, cool, it sounds like exactly what I would want to hear, even if it's just a rumor. But considering what we went through regarding Konami in the past, I can't, in good faith, really be optimistic about that. It's either not going to happen or it'll happen, but it's not to what people want, you know? In other news, I haven't really been seeing much else in other news. Like, I've been mostly just kind of working and doing my own thing, as per usual. Which, you know, it's all doing okay, things are fine, it's just... There have been some days lately that I've been a bit tired, like too tired to really do a whole lot outside of, I don't know, just, no, Skula's while underwater, yeah. Outside of just trying to, like, avoid some spoilers for some games and look up news for others. It's been fairly normal. What is over here? Did I already? I must have already gotten what was there. All right. What's this way? Ah. Oh, music. Ooh, this music. Turn this back on just in case. I really don't know how it's going to indicate to me that there's a breaking wall or breakable wall. Cause the only other game I saw do that was Bloodstained, and that just gave me like a glowing outline. How does this work? Ooh, the arena's music is really slapping. What the hell? Okay, so don't know if I get some kind of like, well, I'd probably get some level of a boss rush move, I want to say. But it might, I don't know, I might be at the appropriate level for this. Skull Million. That sounds like a fighting game character. Wasn't that a Capcom fighting game character at one point? Huh. Well, I found a warp room, so that's good. I'm actually gonna check. How many potions have I got? Oh, not a lot. Gonna have to rectify that right now. It's kind of funny to me how you know, despite being pretty much the starting enemy, you get, like, no soul from the zombies at all. Like, I have not gotten their soul at all. I don't know if it's just a low drop rate or what, but that's insane.
Okay.
Welcome back. How's Yoko doing? She's still unconscious. I see. Nothing new there. Buy those up. Yeah. Oh, you sell high potions now. Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind next time. I think I'm gonna explore the arena a little bit, and then I'll head to the corridor that I'm at. We'll do some exploring because I might need to find the book that gives me the hint towards the next soul I need for the final area, or for the true ending rather. Oh, that poisons me. Okay, good to know, actually. Do I have anything for that? Oh, no, I don't. Uh-oh. Oops. Well, it probably shouldn't last too long. I have enough health to buffer it. I'm okay. Please, let me kill you. There, 1 and 2. Jesus. Whew. That was quite an ordeal. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use 2 of these and 1 of those. Hey. Okay, don't think I can reach up there. Nope. Alright, good to know. Okay, I got it. Ooh, save point. Ah, what's this? Oh, the statue. Oh, the statue. The statue's hitting me with the dogs out. Damn, feats for free? Ow. Please. Please. Statue's hitting me with its wiki feed entries while I'm getting pummeled by... Ow. Hold on. Oh god, I am almost dead. Jesus Christ! Wow! That room is not forgiving. 14 minutes in and I found the most challenging thing I've encountered so far. Alright, let's try that again. You know what would probably help is maybe equipping a different one of these. Ability to stop, attacks enemies. No, punches enemies, provides protective barrier. Actually, let's go that. Okay, what shit? That's some fucked shit if I've ever seen it. Please stop. Please, I don't want to be... I don't know if that elevator can go down any further, but it might be a good idea to check before I try that again. That was... Because going back and forth in that is like, what in the fuck is that? That is bizarre. Okay, I can. What else is around here? Oh. Oh, fantastic. Oh, good God. Okay, challenge rooms. Good to know. Ow. Please. I think... I don't remember this. Yeah, I didn't remember the arena, and I didn't remember the arena being that tough. Let me try something. Punches enemies. So, we could try death. That might be different. God, I do not remember this sort of... I don't remember this at all. Oh, that's a boss. Ooh, fires a deadly beam. Wait. What the hell? I think I may know what I need to do for this one. First, let's kill as many of these as possible. I say it's possible because this probably isn't all of them in this room. There we go. There we are. Okay. Oh, wait. Is that what that does? Is that what the peeping eye does for the walls? Huh. Okay. Why did I walk into the spikes? Alright, let's do this. Okay. It's one of these kind of things. It's just the game assignment says. Ow! What's this? Rare ring. Wait, is this what I think it is? Increase the appearance rate of rare items. Oh, not what I thought it was. Good to have, though. That's actually nice. Actually, I want to see what the beam skeleton does. Ooh, that's not bad. I feel like the hitboxes are a bit more forgiving in this one, in Aria of Sorrow. Because I managed to thread the needle a couple times there. Okay, so let's save, because we just got a good item. Okay. Or wasn't dead. Save. Alright, let's have the death sickles out for this room. Oh, best idea ever. That actually works out wonderfully for me. Ooh, good plan there. Yeah. And you know what? Now that I actually have some breathing room, I can fight these things by myself. How am I supposed to... I may have an idea. Nope. Physics. Unless I need a different... Maybe I need a heavier weapon. Do I have something stronger? Or a bit heavier? Extendable, poison, standard... Let's try the hammer. Come on. Almost. There. And come on. You know what? Probably better if I did have a faster weapon out. There we go. Not getting me with that. Orlox's suit. Is that any better than what I've got? Oh! What in the shit? I don't know who Orlox was, but Jesus, men's warehouse. Or try the new Orlox line here at Men's Warehouse. You're gonna like the way you look. There we are. There. Shit. There. Alright, nope. I got what I wanted. Those two can have their fun. I'm not, no. Not dealing with that. Ow. Oh, the mantle just despawned. Alright, cool. Okay. Ooh, ability to swatch AP and MP on HP. Oh, that's really fucking good. Oh, damn. Okay, that's, yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. Is there anything else down here? No, just the boss room. Alright, now this one. God damn it. I hate these things. Ah! Oh, good lord. Please. There we go. Ow. Oh. Balmung. Or Balmug? Right? Is that how you pronounce that? Balmung. Yes, that was worth it. Oh, good lord. That was an ordeal. No, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Please. No. Ah! Oh. Okay. All right, I got the 3 things. Jesus Christ. That was a fucking time. Let's save. And then we have a boss room down there, so we'll go check that out. Maybe that boss room will give me the thing I need to get up top the arena. Oh, hello. A bat. Or is it? Not a bat. Oh my god, please. Balor, which is actually an Irish folklore thing, so yeah. Cool idea. Albeit I'm getting my ass kicked by him. Okay, I actually don't like this. This is not very quick. Like, the output of damage is not what I need. It's a cool boss fight, just the hands are getting me. Holy shit. There we go. Got him. So yeah, Balor. Cool fight. Packs a deadly punch. Now that I got that, I can equip this again because I think it'll be nice for at least exploration. See what Balor does. Okay, just full-on punches. Keep with Flame Demon, though. What's this? Transforming into a bat gives you the ability to fly. So now, I've got the bat. So this means all of those harder to reach spots in the map that I couldn't reach because of Soma's sprite size, I can reach him now. Oh, hello. Oh. Jay, what's wrong? You look pale. Don't worry, just now all of my memories came flooding back. What? It seems that your dark power triggered the return of my memories. Just like I guessed. I have quite an extensive history with Dracula. I thought so. My real name is Julius Belmont. I'm a descendant of a clan that has fought against Dracula for ages. And the person who destroyed Dracula in 1999 was... Yes, it was me. But there were others who assisted me. So if Dracula is revived again, just as it is written in the prophecy, then I must destroy him. It is my destiny. You haven't met a man named Graham yet, have you? Graham? Oh, you mean that missionary, right? I met him a little while ago. But when he saw my face, he turned and ran. He told me that he was Dracula. I did sense Dracula's powers at work within him. But it's difficult to believe that he's Dracula. Rather, I think... No, forget it. It's nothing more than a hunch. Huh? Assuming that he is Dracula, I won't be able to kill him yet. Why not? I need my weapon. Your weapon? Yes, it is a whip that was handed down to me. It's called Vampire Killer. In 1999, I sealed it in this castle to weaken his spirit and magical powers. That means it's in this castle somewhere? Yes, and I know exactly where it is. I'll go and get it now. All right, please be careful. Pray that my hunch proves to be wrong. Farewell for now. So yeah, Jay is actually, the most current Belmont. At least I think in the context of the Castlevania timeline, which I've stated, and other people, even Igarashi has said that they don't like that he doesn't like the timeline even being a thing. I think going by the timeline, Julius is like the most current Belmont. At least I think that's the case. I could be wrong. But yeah, Turns out, it's a Belmont descendant who fought Dracula in 1999. Which, if I'm being honest, how cool would it be if we got to have some kind of prequel game to this where we get to play as Julius? Now, a little spoiler, I do know that in like the New Game Plus, there's a mode in this game that's essentially Julius Belmont mode where you get to play as him. And I don't remember if I did play it or not when I first played this game, but it is a thing. Also, yeah, Soma is like turns into a bat. God, now I gotta remember all the areas in the game where I need to transform into a bat to get the thing. Weakens its enemies with poisoned claws. Ooh. What's this? Silence, you wench! I do not wish to be horny anymore. I wish to be happy. Okay, so I just got... What does the black cloak do? Pitch black cloak reminiscent of the night sky. I understand why they wouldn't want to put new sprites in for Soma having different, like, accessories, but it would be kind of cool to see. Not gonna bother with that. Can't get that. Yeah, at least I know now what the what it will look like when the peeping eye spots a breakable wall or ceiling. It'll give off a little sound wave. This is pretty good for what I'm using it for. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the giant bat on because it's good for what I need it for. I'll keep peeping eye on. Giant skeleton. Ow, Jesus, you're tanky. There we go. That's it? Huh. Now. Nothing else around here to get. Right? Yeah, that's kind of it. Except for this door that I can't get through. But it looks like I get up to it from near the warp room that's back here. It's a good ability, or I mean, it's a good weapon. This sword's got good reach. Take out this gladiator. There we are. Okay, up this way. Oh no, my Switch low battery. Oh no, hold on. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Okay, what if every time, like, I ever have a low battery thing, I like pull up the Okay, quick question. If y'all remember in Futurama, there's that one episode where Bender turns himself into wood, and then there's that one robot with the water wheel in part of her torso, and every time the water wheel runs out, like she goes into a hysteric scream of how this is the end, and she runs into water. What if I had that sound clip to play every time one of my controllers goes low on battery? I think that might be funny. I may need to look into adding that onto my soundboard. So, I don't know, just an idea. A little stream funsies idea. Okay, so this is just a big old tunnel. Or corridor. There we go. Ow! Did this thing just do a Shoryuken Ken combo on me? Ow. There we go. What was this weapon again? What did it say? Leviathan? Leviatane. Leviatane? Fuck. Also, it's weaker than what I've got. But it's a fire-based thing. Like, I think that's weaker than the ice sword, actually. No, it's not. Okay, so it's still an improvement. I'm gonna keep that other sword on, though. Okay. Is there anything else this way? Nothing in that wall. Nope. I will take this. This is nice. This is a good find. Okay. Fall down this way. Yeah. Okay, let's warp, get more potions, because, yeah, that obstacle room really drained me for stuff. And then we can head into some other areas and explore around a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. You have the ability to turn into a bat. You're standing up. Welcome back. I guess he's got two different positions. He either stands up or doesn't. All right, yeah, buying potions is where the most of my selling and like my big money stuff is heading towards. I don't really need that. Welcome back. I have a message from Arikado. From Arikado? Yes, it's there should be ancient books that talk about Dracula's power hidden somewhere in this castle. I wonder what they are about. I see. Come back again later. Maybe I'll have another message. I'll check back with you whenever I can. Okay, so we have some places we can go to get some more map filled out. Some places to explore. Yeah. And I still need to get If I can get the second book, I can at least guarantee what my other spell, or my other soul I need to get is, which will be nice. Okay, but first, we can go here, because this I know I need to do. And then probably this room, too. Let's do this room, and then the other room, and then we'll head to the time stop tower, or time stop spot. Burn. Also, I am glad about how fast I can move as a bat. Look at how quick this is. What's this? Rongius's spear. Rongius? Rongius? What is that? Holy spear. Enchanted sword. Enchanted fire. What is a Balmung's entry? A legendary sword of the Dragon Slayers. Too bad I'm not the biggest fan of how spears feel in this game. Like you've seen it, you know. You've seen what I'm talking about. Like, for one thing, not a whole lot of reach, and another thing, it's kind of slow. Lot of damage, though, we'll say. But maybe I'd probably just be better off with the fire sword. It's quick, does damage, gets the job done. And these are, of course, giving me hints as to what souls I need. Okay, so I recognize that one, I think, and I don't recognize that one. I saw another one to the right, and I can't see it. So I'll have to come back here a lot later. Yeah. Okay. So that's all there is there. Oh, I love how fast that is. It's so good. Bat moves so quickly. Actually, are the enemies that I'm thinking of also here? Doesn't look like it. I need to gather as many souls as I can right now because of the requirements I need. Oh wait, no, it is. They are here. Okay, cool. So you're probably wondering, what is it about those enemies that are valuable to me? Well, there's one it's because this enemy drops the soul drop enemy from, or the enemy soul that drops from a curly is really overpowered and also really good for traversal because it turns you into a gigantic four-armed monster that just beelines through all obstacles, like does damage to everything. I believe it makes you invincible as well. And the other thing is, you know that waterfall that we saw earlier? Yeah, that soul, the curly soul, is supposed to be able to let me through that waterfall because it pretty much is in it can't be broken up, so gonna have to get that ASAP. So I'm gonna save here and see if I can grind that soul out. Because getting that, I don't remember what's in that little alcove that's in the water area specifically, but I remember it being at least really good. Repels bullets with a shield. Well, if Julius ever uses a gun. Imagine how least noble, the least noble Belmont would be armed with vampire killer coiled in one hand, but then like a gun in the other, and Dracula's giving a monologue, and then the Belmont just shoots him, and he's like, "Is that a fucking gun? Where's the theatrics in a gun?" Ooh, level up. This is all just good levels that I can do. All leveling. Leveling and money. Ooh, partisan. That's probably not very good versus what I've got right now. No, it's not. Worth a look. Enemy item drops are fun, but sometimes they just are not panning out super well. Okay, no enemies up here. Yeah, now that I've got the bat, I pretty much don't need any other mode of traversal. Being completely honest. Flame? That's new. That is actually new. Hold on. That probably gives me resistance to fire, right? Adorned with a fire symbol. I've never gotten that before. I didn't know they dropped that. All right, cool. Neat. There we are. Okay. Not panning out quite yet, but I want it. If I can at least get the curly soul, I will be more than happy to move on. I just need to get that one soul, because it's honestly really busted, and I need it for getting some items, I think. Problem is that the souls here are quite stubborn. Both Valkyrie and Curly. It's the Monster Hunter Desire sensor. God, whenever I start playing Rise, I'm gonna really be feeling the Desire sensor. Like, how's it going? Going good. Just getting a soul for traversal purposes, and just beat a boss that was in the form of a Irish mythology Cyclops, sort of. Nice mirror reflection. That's it. Yeah, it's honestly, I don't know like how late this is in the Game Boy Advance's library, but honestly, I'm impressed with how this game looks and more importantly sounds. Like, I said this before when I started this game, but this game, of all of the Advanced Trilogy games, probably has, like, universally a better soundtrack in terms of sound and not giving me a headache after a few minutes of listening to it. Like, Circle of the Moon's soundtrack was fine, but was a bit simple. And Harmony of Dissonance had some nice sounding tracks, but due to the way that the sound, like, was produced, it gave me a headache after a while. So this is, like, the best, honestly. Because we just get to hear some nice music whilst I'm having to grind some souls. That sounds interesting. Yeah, honestly, I didn't know actually a whole lot about Irish mythology before this game. Because let's face it, as many interesting mythologies as there are, we only ever hear about Norse and Greek a lot in popular culture, since they seem to be the most defined, I guess, or... You know what, I don't know, all mythologies in some way have their own form of revisions done over time, either by influences that are outside of the original source, or the original source is there, but it's so up to interpretation and ill-defined in terms of what actually is the telling of it. I don't know, but it seems like Greek and Norse just kind of got the strong stick out of it, because how often, like, I don't know, it's not, you don't ever see much besides Norse and Greek sometimes in pop culture. It's why I really like things like Shin Megami Tensei, because we get to see mythology and stuff from other cultures represented that you would never expect to even hear about, let alone see represented. You know, like Zoroastrianism and Hindu, Buddhist, like, all of which are ones that are, or Shinto, all these, you know, probably have had some representation before, but not as much as Greek or Norse. And Irish. God, Irish. Yeah, I'd love to see Irish stuff represented more. Like, I think maybe if I'm speaking plainly, the only time where I think the first time I ever heard Egyptian mythology ever represented in any capacity, it was with the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh movie where Anubis was the big villain. Like, I only knew about Anubis and some Egyptian mythology due to Anubis being in the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, like the first one, and I think Prince of Egypt. And that's not even an Egypt mythology movie. Still a good movie, though. Would recommend. Anubis is cool. Yeah, it's a cool god. Cool gods exist in all first furry. Yeah, the Egyptians were the first to have personas. I don't know. I like seeing different creatures around, because it really kind of sells how broad the world really is, you know, how different cultures have really evolved depending on the environment. I recently learned that there were hairless dogs, like there was Sphinx cats, which inspired Anubis, I believe. Yeah, I can believe that. Actually, speaking of kind of related to gods and myths and stuff, a while ago I got the audiobook for American Gods by Neil Gaiman, and I started that recently. I started the first chapter. I haven't gotten to listen to more of it, but I do have it, and I'm gonna start listening to it as frequently as I can, because I've read some of Neil Gaiman's work, or Gaiman's work. I like his... I liked Neverwhere, and I watched Sandman, and I really liked that. And I hear American Gods is kind of one of his best works ever. So, yeah, I think it's time I gave that a go, and yeah, audiobook. And the type of audiobook I have is nice because it's got the full cast of, I don't know if it's the Stars cast, like from the Stars TV show of American Gods, or if it's a different cast, but it's like a full cast production of different people playing the characters in the book. It's not a narrator making a voice for each character, which, nothing wrong with that, but it's how it's nice to hear this kind of cool multi-character casted situation in a book. I'm not sure how many other books do that, but if there's any other kind of audiobook that I would want to have a multi-performance kind of thing like that, or a full cast deal, roll your eyes at me, everybody, but I would love it. I would adore it if Slayers did that, because the first book of that is now available as an audiobook, and hearing Lisa Ortiz do her Lena Inverse voice is super. Like, I felt like I was back in high school again when I first watched Slayers. So after I was hearing Lisa Ortiz do her Lena voice again, and the reason why I would say I want a full cast of it is, for one thing, I get to hear Eric Stewart as Gowry again. And if you don't know who Eric Stewart is, he is a actor who's well known for voicing Gowry in the Slayers, Kaiba in pretty much all Yu-Gi-Oh things. Got Slayers mixed up with Drifters. Ah! How dare you? Yeah, he voiced Kaiba, he voiced Brock in Pokemon. I think for a while he voiced James in Pokemon too. Like, in the old Pokemon days. Before, I think, the new guy came in for the, like, Gen 3 and 4 stuff. But, yeah, I'd like to hear his Gowry again, just in the audiobooks, doing Gowry's dialogue, because that would give me the warm fuzzies. It really would. And I'd also probably get to... I don't know if whether or not the... No, she probably doesn't, because there's a character that appears in Slayers who had this very nice voice for her character, who's like this bubbly princess that's like a pure like righteous cleric. And I doubt the original actress does voiceover work anymore, because I think in a like early 2000s Slayers adaptation they had to get someone new for her. But another character that would appear is a character that was voiced by Crispin Freeman, who's, you know, known as the voice of Alucard, the voice of Sundown in Metal Gear Rising. So having him in those audiobooks would be really cool. I don't know, just part of me kind of wants that full cast deal, but I understand that that would be a project that would cost a lot of money, because you'd have to hire them to read out the script and everything, and so far they just have the one book, and I'm not sure how well that is sold for them to want to invest more into that idea. But a guy can dream, you know? A guy can want stuff sometimes, to be like, can I just please get this audiobook thing done so I can feel happy about it? Yeah, the audiobook of, so, if you don't know the story of American Gods, I haven't gotten far into it, but this is the brass tacks that I've gotten of it so far. It's about this man named Shadow who was incarcerated, who was in prison for 6 years, but managed to get out only 3 years, after only 3 years, because he was, you know, a model prisoner, you know, got out on good behavior early. But Shadow the Hedgehog? Yes, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog, star of Neil Gaiman's seminal classic novel, American Gods. But no, it's about how he gets roped into a job by this man that he meets on a flight back to his hometown. And the thing is that the other kick about it is that he realizes how little he's really got left, considering the prison ends up letting him out earlier than anticipated. Like, the book starts with him counting down the time until he gets released, and he's like, oh man, this coming Friday I'll be a free man out of prison, no longer constrained here, and for the rest of my life I'm just gonna lay low and just not make any kind of fuss because I already made my fuss. They already got me. You know, like, that's something that he brings up. That's something the character brings up, is like, prison feels kind of like a small relief for him because when you're out in the world, a lot of times you fear about getting got by the police. Like, you fear about getting captured to some extent by them. Whereas in the book, it's like, oh, well, you're already here. So it's like, you already hit the bottom. So all that he's hoping is just to be able to go back up to live a normal life with his wife. But then the warden calls him in, says, hey, we're letting you out a few days early, and we got this in the mail. Your wife died in a car accident. Yeah! Finally got it. Okay, we're good now. Don't have to do this anymore. So yeah, his wife dies in a car accident, and they let him out like that afternoon. And you know, he pretty much just says that he doesn't know if he feels distraught quite yet. And I had to stop, because I listened to it while I'm on the road, and he's on this plane to where his hometown is, and this guy sitting next to him in a first-class flight is like, I've got a job for you, Mr. Shadow. And that's where I left off. So, yeah, that's American Gods so far. That's all I've heard at this time. Yeah, I fucking know you're fuck you, Dio wannabe. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing's soul. Because that could probably let me stop time, which will be nice. But yeah, like, so far it definitely starts out differently than the American Gods show on Starz, which I didn't, I did not see the whole series because otherwise, like, I didn't watch the whole show because the free trial that I got, or at least the free trial that they give you, is only watching the first episode, and I don't know how many seasons it has. But I can tell you, it starts, like, the TV show starts out very different than the books. At least the very, very start does. The rest of it is kind of faithful, albeit it adds some bits into it that I think could be relevant later in the book, but are really bizarre inclusions, like, are just really strange and weird inclusions in the show. Unless they're, like, from later in the book, that would add more context, but it's just... When you see the things you see in the Starz TV show, you'll understand if you decide to watch that instead of reading the book. God, it's a weird moment, though. Like, I won't say what the weird moment is because probably TOS, but it involves a very, very... It's just a moment that made me more puzzled and confused rather than, like, whatever else the mood was supposed to be for it. Yeah, I'm happy to get to start that because of the things I've seen from Neil Gaiman, I've liked his works a lot. So getting to start American Gods is nice. I'll just probably be chipping away at that slowly as I make any road trips that I have. Come on, drop your soul. Drop your soul. I like that little jingle. Oh, of the chain. Yeah, it's cute. Again, a lot of little details and very nicely animated for a game from the Game Boy Advance era. Music, chains, finds too. Oh. I thought you were talking about like the chains on the pocket watch. Again, at least I'm grinding this out in a place which music doesn't give me a headache. I still find it weird that they made Persephone a maid. Why did they make her a maid? That makes no sense. Yeah, the way that Shadow meets the old man in the first class seat is that he's going through some airport shenanigans, and he actually even has a flashback to when he's in prison, talking about this guy who had gotten out of prison and was going to go back to his hometown through a flight, but got a little too like angry at one of the flight desk people, like the people that help like your help desk for the flights, and this guy is advising Shadow to be like, don't piss off the ladies that work at the desk there, and he keeps that in mind, but poor Shadow gets the big runaround because he falls asleep on one flight, and they stop at a different airport because of a storm, and then he's told by a different desk attendant to run to a different gate for a flight that is to his town, and then he's late for that, sees the plane take off, and he's like, damn it, and then he runs all the way back to the previous one after asking some other people. So it's like Neil Gaiman somehow captured airport frustration perfectly in just those few paragraphs from that book. Like, I'm fortunate that I've had very little bad experiences regarding flights and planes and stuff, but I've heard some bad stuff. I've heard some horror stories, particularly from different kinds of airlines as well. I don't know. You got to be careful about your airlines. Make sure you're prepared for anything, honestly. And I guess another tip that I'd probably give regarding that is if you end up in a situation where you're staying the night in an airport, or if you have an overnight layover or something, you best make sure you keep your toothbrush and toothpaste in your carry-on in the airport, because man, it does not feel good to feel unhygienic in an airport. Hey, Ancient Book 2. But yeah, my worst plane story was actually when I went to Houston. I went for an anime convention that turned out to kind of not be that fun, but that's a different deal. And what happened was, I was going to be flying from Houston to land in St. Louis, and then from St. Louis I was going to fly into the capital of my state, and then somebody would come pick me up. I think a family friend was coming to get me. And what happened was, due to, funny enough, some pretty not so good weather in the Houston area, my flight was a bit delayed. No, it wasn't from Houston to St. Louis. It was from St. Louis, I think, to New Orleans, and then New Orleans to St. Louis, and then St. Louis to my state's capital. So, yeah. Like, that's what it was. And man, that was not fun because like what happened was from New Orleans to St. Louis, my plane ended up sitting in the runway for a while, and I was getting kind of nervous about the time because, you know, I had a flight I need to go to, a connecting flight, and I noticed it. And as people were boarding, I mentioned to the flight attendant, like, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to make my connecting flight. Is there a reason for the delay here?" And it turns out I ended up causing a domino chain of like, oh shit. Turns out we've got a lot of delays regarding flights because of some weather stuff. And then a bunch of people realized they weren't going to make their connecting flights, so they managed to get off in time. So, I don't know. I felt bad because I might have delayed a bunch of people. But on the other hand, I may have just saved some people a lot of time sitting in an airport like I ended up having to do because, you know, sure enough, I make it to St. Louis, but the next flight to my state capital was not until about 6, 7 in the morning. And it's like, God, I want to say about midnight or so by the time we got there. And I didn't want to go get a hotel room and then have to go through security again. So I slept in the airport, which was a really stupid idea. I could not, like, the worst time trying to get any kind of sleep. And then I made it home. I did finally make it home. You know, some of my family friends were kind enough to drive me back, and I am appreciative of that. But yeah, that was not fun. Wow. Yeah, airports are kind of ass sometimes. They really are. Well, not airports. Air travel can be complete ass sometimes. Like, because the thing is like St. Louis to the capital of my state isn't really even that far by a car ride. So I think about this, and then I think back to when I remember hearing of a guy who lived in an airport for years. He could show you his ways. I don't want to know the ways of living in an airport. I just want to be able to make flights on a decent time or not have to pay a ton. But, you know, airline industries, they're not going to go away because, you know, God forbid we ever have a transportation system like a train that could take you to different areas of the US without much fuss. Like, I know I bitched about, like, I know I've talked about it after I got back from Sweden, but it really is, like, a goddamn shame that, that we don't have that kind of, like, multi-city spanning train system like they do in Europe or even Japan. Someone should invent the train. Claim to invent the bullet train, just so that America can claim that they invented it to use it. There you go. Attack the American pride. That's the way to do it. But yeah, hey Dallas. I'm just telling the story about how I had a really bad flight experience and talking about Neil Gaiman's American Gods and how it made me relate to the main character by his flight troubles. Oh, you cheeky little enemy. Sherman ring. What does that do? Increases experience points when you walk wearing this ring. Ooh, that's good. Good find. But yeah, like I can just picture it now, how convenient it would be. When were you in Sweden? Back in December. I went with my dad after I had finished school, which I am going back into school again, so that's gonna be fun. But it's all right. Where were you? I went to Stockholm because we flew in and we stayed the night in Stockholm, and I realized how brutal jet lag actually is. Like, you didn't meet Joel? No, I didn't meet Joel. As funny as that would have been to have run into him, I did not meet Joel. Yeah, I was pretty much given the full brutal jet lag attack when I slept for 16 hours in my hotel room with my dad went out to have lunch and everything, and I was out cold and slept for a long time, and I just, yeah, no chance of me waking up. You live in Stockholm? Oh, cool. Yeah, I enjoyed Stockholm when I was there. For day one we went, but then for day two we took a train out to Karlstad because from Karlstad we then rented a car out to this small town called Filipstad, and in Filipstad we went there because a village south of there is somewhere where an ancestor of mine came from. I talked about this before, but my dad wanted to go there because he wanted to see, you know, where this ancestor of ours came from. It was a town that had like a sluice gate and used to be a mining town. So that was really cool to see. Yeah, part of the reason was for the visit to that ancestral spot, but the other reason was because I wanted to go overseas and Sweden was a cool spot. So after visiting that place and staying in Karlstad for like 3 days, we went to Gothenburg. Okay. Dallas, I need you to settle something for me so I actually know how to pronounce it. Is it Gothenburg or Jotunberg? My dad says Jotunberg. Jotunberg? It's spelled it's spelled different than that, but that's how my dad pronounces it. I say Gothenburg because it starts with a G. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation though. Like, I never can, like, I don't know which pronunciation is the right one. But yeah, we stayed there for 4 days, I think, and that was where we spent Christmas, and that city was so cool. Gothenburg is the English name. Gothenburg is the Swedish name. Okay. So is the G pronounced with a Y sound, like the J's, or like the J start names are? Or so is my dad pronouncing it right? It might be my dad pronouncing it right then, if that's the case. But yeah, that city was so good. Like I really enjoyed that city a lot. We visited the art museum there. That was a particularly fun trip. I got to see the cutest. Actually, I think I'll show it to you. The cutest fridge magnet I think I've ever seen. Gothenburg should be pronounced in English. Gothenburg should be pronounced in Swedish. Okay, so my dad's probably pronouncing it right. Or he's pronouncing it how it sounds in Swedish. Where is it? There's the folder. Found it. This was, oh Jesus, why is that? No, flip that. No, rotate. Rotation. Wrong rotation. Why is that so huge? Hold on. Gothenburg has a hard G. Jotunberg should be pronounced as with a soft G, like a J. Oh, so Jotunberg? So like how you say the word job, so like that? So this is the fridge magnet I saw in the gift shop at the art museum. I regret not buying this. I regret not buying this so badly. Like, look at this. No N in the middle of the Swedish name. Oh, Jotberg or Jotberg. Okay. So no N. All right. Yeah, Swedish is an interesting language. From the bits that I was able to catch from, you know, when me and my dad were just walking down the street. But yeah, I like this. I like this magnet. I wish I bought it so badly. It was so funny. All right. Now then. So we got that. We got the, oh wait, the book. I need to check what the book says. The second spirit is the king of the bats. I already have the bat. Is a beautiful nightmare. Okay, so I have 2 out of 3 books. Nightmare. And not like the Avenged Sevenfold song. But yeah, from Göteborg, we went back to Stockholm for another 3 or 4 days, I think. Excuse me. And something that my dad and I kind of joked about regarding it is that, regarding our trip, was that every hotel we stayed in seemed to have progressively better and better breakfast buffets. I think I talked about this before, but the amount of food that we had that ended up being some of the best we ever ate was like insane. I cannot possibly convey how much better some of the food there has been versus everything else I've had in America. Down to the pizza. Now, the pizza in particular was impressive because in Göteborg, my dad and I were just kind of walking around, just trying to figure out what we wanted to do for dinner. And we see this pizza place, or I see this pizza place, and I'm like, hey, Dad, we got to have burgers, we got to have Italian. How about we have just, try the pizza here? And then we proceeded to eat the best pizza either of us have ever eaten. Like, the ingredients were immaculate, and I almost had a religious epiphany with that pizza. Like my dad, who's the biggest pizza snob I know, who worked in mom and pop pizza places since he was a teenager, looked at this pizza and was like, this is the best thin crust I've ever eaten. And we just found it on a whim. So yeah, I liked Sweden a lot. Sweden was such a cool trip. Got to visit this cool sci-fi, like this cool book, comic, manga store. Just fun trip. I would 100% go again. Goofing off in Roblox and found someone playing in VR, the movement's so weird. Yeah, seeing a character model, I imagine that's that blocky, travel as much or move the way that a VR model moves, must be really jarring. All right. Yeah, some of the things that we went to in Stockholm were things like the Vasa Museum, the Viking Museum that was there. We went to Uppsala for the museum that was in that area. And I think another thing that I expected to be good and blew away my expectations, the bakeries. God, the baked goods I had in Sweden. Oh, I think of semlas all the time now. Like, if I could ever have a semla again, I would be a happy person. Like a semla with some coffee was just excellent. But yeah, Sweden was really cool. I was very happy to have finally gotten to go. The only downside is that the flights, despite being on time and everything, we were good passengers in that sense. God, those airplane seats are just awful. They're so bad. Like, I'm 6'1", so a lot of taller folks tend to have some issues in plane seats because we tend to take up a lot of space, and those things are not very good for tall folks. And my dad was having trouble he had trouble sleeping on the whole trip because of the jet lag, and I finally adapted, but it took me a bit too. But those plane seats did not help. Like, it was probably worse on the flights back because we were hoping to finally drive from Chicago back to our house to get our whole situation settled, but one of our flights ended up getting delayed for a very long time. I think we got like a 7-hour delay from New York to Chicago, and that really irked me. I got really unhappy about that because I was really ready to go home and sleep or to sleep somewhere, but it just didn't pan out until much later. I don't think I need any more of these, do I? No, I do not. I will say also another thing that I kind of like about Sweden, all transactions that we ever did were done by card. Never needed to use cash once. Like, if you have an international credit card or things along those lines, those things are fine when you're in Sweden. Maricado. There should be an ancient book that I already have that. But yeah, the like using cards instead of cash, like that saves a lot of time. You know, it really was cool to not have to worry about that. So we have that. The only thing is the darkness soul. I don't know where that is. The soul that refers to the nightmare. Well, I know there's some spots in this area that I need to grab some weapons at, so I can probably just go on foot. But yeah, in fact, one of the fun things I discovered, or not discovered, but caught my attention, was that there's this burger chain in Sweden called Bastard Burger, and I wanted to try a burger chain exclusive to Sweden, and I'm confident any place called Bastard Burger in America would probably get, called on for having an inappropriate name. So me and my dad went, and sure enough, those ended up being very good burgers. So just really happy I got to go. Really, really pleasant. And everybody was so nice, too. I think the weapon was up this way. There's this weapon that is like caught on a ledge that I needed to get the bat transformation to get to. Was it down this way? God damn it, I don't remember. Oh, it's been so long. There was like this katana-looking weapon from a while ago. What is this way? Oh, that was a shortcut, that's right. So that's a shortcut up here. Armor of Fire. That's probably better than what... Is it better than what I've got? Armor of Fire. Maybe no, that should be... No, it ought to be a soul, not a tire. Okay, Armor of Fire is not better than what I've got. Somehow a suit is not as good as a suit of armor. That's not it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not missing something. And actually, speaking of that sci-fi bookstore, it was where I found out about Vasen. Is it called Vasen? I think it is. Vasen, which is like sort of a Call of Cthulhu-ish kind of horror tabletop game that has a Norse folklore over like Cthulhu stuff, which honestly sounds like a lot of fun. I would play that. I would love to play that sometime or try it out. It sounds like fun. I do see an entrance up there I haven't gotten to. Maybe I'm just not in the right spot to get that weapon that I mentioned earlier. Okay, it was down this way. Up here. Succubus. Notice that the succubus is a shrine maiden at first before you approach him. Yeah, that's a neat little detail to sort of talk about with Soma. It's like, hey Soma, how come the succubus turns into a shrine maiden for you? I don't know. Interesting little detail. Take this, final guard. God damn, this guy's tanky. Basilisk. There we go. Ooh, super potion, I'll take that. Been considering deactivating Twitter, but I'm gonna keep it up for security reasons. Yeah, honestly, I mentioned it before, but there's that Blue Sky beta that's supposed to be like a Twitter alternative, and it looks intriguing because Twitter's just been kind of a real shithole lately. I only ever use it for news and talking about my streams or dropping my stream times or what have you. The only times where it ever can be funny for me is with funny replies or something, but honestly, Twitter's like a mental health destroyer sometimes. It really is. It is a doom scroll central. I just cannot really fathom wanting to continue on there outside of the fact that every other person uses Twitter, including a lot of game publishers and developers that I want to follow. And any alternatives that are around just do not have, barely anybody's ever using them because they aren't as convenient. I mean, I talked about it before in my Demon Souls finale, but it's just evident that, sometimes a social platform just has such a monopoly over a particular audience that, such a monopoly over their audience that anytime an alternative crops up, they just aren't, they either start it for a little bit, but just can't keep going on it because it's just not a viable platform to continue your messaging, or it just gets stamped out because it can't find the proper foot. Why does that enemy have legs? Why are your legs like that, friend? Oh, you spawn enemies. Stolas. Yeah, I mean, if the blue sky social media thing, you know, pans out and becomes a lot more viable as an option, I may swap to that. Because currently I have Tumblr as well, but Tumblr has the problem where, not really a problem, but again, it's like people aren't like, it's not exactly a place for me to really get my news or get like my news in a very like I honestly don't know how to describe it. Like Tumblr is more of like the art share kind of place, which is cool, but it's not the purpose that I really need it for. Like I also use it to put my streams on, you know, I notify about my streams, but that's kind of it. In fact, that's all I really ever use social media for half the time. I rarely ever really post stuff that's, you know, my opinion on something because, let's face it, Twitter is kind of where opinions go to get challenged or destroyed, or to get called awful things on that I won't say on this stream for obvious reasons. And you know, I've heard positive things regarding Tumblr stuff with that, but again, like I'm not very active on those things because it's just not what I really do. A dookie head. Combo, you can't say that on Twitch. That's gonna get me off here, man. That's gonna kick me off the platform, my guy. You can't just call me a dookie head on stream. Think of the children, Combo. Think of the people. Think of the people who now have to be learning that term for the first time in their lives. But no, like, yeah. It's just never. Yeah, Giga Chat, never. I just got Satan's ring. Is that any? Holy shit, Satan himself wore this ring, and it's really good. Okay, and I just made a loop. Okay. So... Oh, wait, no, there was a thing up there. I'm dumb. Oh, shit. High potion. Yeah, I'm like, as I've stated many a time that social media both is the best and worst invention that has come out of the world, and if we were to boil it down to it, it's just it's such a delicate thing. It honestly is, because it took only one change in ownership for that platform to get even worse. You know, no capacity to ever get better. Like, God. But, again, an alternative is coming. It is being made, and it is hopefully it will be better, and it will get its backing, and it will improve, and it will be better for helping people get connected and be able to promote themselves and their businesses. But it all depends. It just It all depends on it getting the proper launch and backing that it deserves. Hopefully, I don't know. So there we are. In other news, I did find a Kickstarter for a tabletop game that sounds cool. Like, I guess to change the topic, it's called Tales of Mystria, I believe, and it's apparently a 2d6 kind of system, which, funny enough, is the same system. Well, I say system, but the same kind of like mechanic idea used in Disco Elysium, which, if you know anything about Disco Elysium, I fucking love that game. So if it's a 2d6 system, I'd be interested in giving it a go. And I watched the video on the Kickstarter that showed like the creator of it, like the main designer of the game, and the reason why they made it, and the reasons why they decided to, you know, have their systems be the way they were. And I will say the thing about it that intrigued me the most is that apparently the way that they designed it is making it so that you don't have to have like an optimal build or armor look to be viable. Like, it still relies a lot on the mechanics and powers of imagination and all that, but apparently for the most part, you can have whatever kind of look you want, and they professed, like, they kind of designed a lot of it to be just kind of a fashion game where you can just look the way that you finally want. I don't know, like, the full details of everything on there because I just only looked at the Kickstarter briefly, but I did like what I saw, and I would be more than happy to see that game flourish, because I would not mind playing it. Because, oh shit! I don't think I have the MP for that. What is... Is that like a trial thing of some kind? I think I know what this is. Yeah, I think I know what that is. Ah, under the grand staircase. A JoJo character? Yeah. Actually, speaking of JoJo, where was it? I think it was this one. It even look at it. Look at this. This is a thing that I can summon. It's really hilarious to me how JoJo has evolved as like a franchise that's worldwide popular. You know, despite the ups and downs regarding its adaptations, especially with Part 6, and I guess to a lesser extent Part 4, just to see just how prevalent it is, you know? Okay, so this is some kind of ramparts or something that got busted up. There we go. Ooh, Caladbolg. I think that's actually a Celtic mythology thing. Sword of Darkness. Cool. Alright, so this whole area just seems like an open space. So I'm gonna fill up on my stuff and then explore the rest of this. Oh, hello. Wait, not all of them. Please, let me... There. Oh, the hell? Oh, they can do that? Cool move. Where the fuck am I? There we go. And then let's head down here. This should lead me something. This is quite a trek that I'm making. Wow, this thing's tanky. I don't know how I'm supposed to get past it. Ooh! What's this? Perform a high jump by pressing L in mid-air. Well, I don't know. Wait, did you see that mistype? Why did that say lid air? Oh, I think that was a full-on grammatical oopsie. But yeah, instead of having up and attack be the super jump, I can now just do this. Just one button and I go whee! 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 Okay, so I found all that, and that's probably the entrance to the grand staircase, but I'm not going through that yet. Because I know I'm missing some stuff for the, I believe I am indeed missing some things for, Soma's souls. Alright, let's heal up and save. And I think maybe after I find whatever I need to find... Actually, there's that area at the very bottom there that I haven't gotten to, so I think I'm gonna check that, and that might be where I end it for the night. As I said, I've been wanting to make this game last, because I remember playing this for the first time and coming to the sad realization about how short Aria of Sorrow is. It's fantastic, but it's really short. It's a classic of the series, but yeah, it's like a fairly short entry amongst all of the Metroidvania entries. Like, that's something I noticed about Harmony of Dissonance and Circle of the Moon, is that each of them felt a bit longer than this one in their own way. I tell you though, having the Peeping Eye ability really works well for me, since it takes care of the Mind Goblin of wall discoverability. Fuck these demons. But yeah, now that I have that ability, the super jump, I actually don't need the bat for getting up to high places. I will need it for small spaces, though. That is a need that I'll need it for. Okay, so then it was down, right, yeah. Killer butchers, evil butchers, not killer butchers. That's different. I don't think there was anything up here that I missed, unless it's a hidden wall. No. I think I actually checked there the first time I came here. Please let me kill. There we go. And no here. Now... There was a room that I remember that was like completely shrouded up that I think I could get past since I got Satan's ring, but I may be misremembering. I know I need something to get past there, but I don't know what. And actually, now that I have the curly ability, I can probably check out that waterfall thing. Maybe I'll do that before I end stream tonight, because you'll also get to see the curly soul. That's what it is. Okay, that's why I couldn't get through there. Do I have anything that can let me warp back to the front of the castle at least? No, didn't think so. Cream soda? Okay, here's a question for you all. What's your opinion on cream soda? Or like... Yeah, like cream soda. How do y'all feel about that one? I remember trying it once and I just did not really care for it. There are some sodas that I found to be too sweet when I was growing up. Like, speaking as somebody that used to drink Coca-Cola like crazy in high school. For me, the sodas that I never really was the biggest fan of were the Big Red, like Big Red and cream soda and root beer. Like, I do not understand why people in Texas like Big Red so much, and that's a Texas-only brand as far as I know. Like, I tried it once, and it was sweet in a very, like, artificially flavored cough syrup kind of way. Like, if you put sugar in cough syrup, that's what it tasted like to me. And I just was like, nope. Like, I just could not deal with that. Not my kind of soda. Root beer too sweet? I don't know what it was that turned me off of root beer, or made me not really care for it. Granted, I think I only had it like once, so maybe if I tried it again, but here's the other kicker. I don't drink soda anymore. I don't drink soda casually anymore. I'm mostly a water and coffee kind of guy. Like, the only other times I'll ever try something that's carbonated is things like mineral water or like those boba tea, like those canned boba teas that you can get in grocery stores. I like those a lot. But yeah, like root beer and those kind of things, and cream sodas are just not for me. So the water area down this way. Ooh, excuse me, stretch my back. All right, let's equip the curly soul, and then we will check what's behind the waterfall. Drink a little water first. Oh, delicious water. Delicious. I'm also, like, I think, and I'm not really much of a seltzer person either. I just prefer, like, water or... Okay, so it has a bit of startup, but... This is what happens when you use the curly soul. You just become this demon with 4 arms and stuff that just wreck your shit. That just wrecks enemies' shit up. Like, you're invincible, you do damage, and I think it's like continuous damage if you keep it up. It's insane. But yeah, it has a bit of a startup, and if you get hit once, you know, the startup goes away, but it's really useful. Okay, so I need the walk on water ability. Oh, that's walk under. I'm done. It's undying. Wait, really? There we go. It needed more startup. Eversing. Fine suit of armor guaranteed to last forever or your money back. Guaranteed for only $9.99, you get this wonderful suit of armor that will last you 1,000,000 years. Call this toll-free number now to get yourself some Eversing armor. It will last you until your dying days. Please, if I do not meet my sale quota, my boss will fire me on the spot. Sling mud at enemies. But yeah, this was discovered thanks to that ability. So, yeah. On top of that, it is legitimately a high damaging skill. Like, it actually helped me beat the final boss when I first played this game. Oh man, I think I just discovered a big area. Okay, well that shortcut's up to there, so I'm gonna go get that shortcut up, actually. And since a save point is near that, I think I'm gonna stop here. Because we've found an entirely new area to explore, and we defeated a few bosses, got some upgrades, got 2 out of 3 of the souls that we need to have for the final area, or the final battle, rather, of the game. And we got the soul that I would consider to be one of the most busted. So, yeah. We made some progress. We made some good old-fashioned progress today. Yeah. All right. Well, tonight's been fun, having a subject of talking about Neil Gaiman work, Neil Gaiman novels, and bad travel stories, and my Sweden trip. I always delight in talking about my Sweden trip. That was a really exciting, fun thing. But yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's always been fun. It's always fun to do these. It's always fun to stream and get to chat with all of you. Like, I genuinely mean it. Like, streaming has just been a real fun thing for me to get to try out, and I'm glad you all are around to just sit and chat whilst games are being played. So, I'm gonna end the game. Wrong button. And, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening or whenever you're seeing this. And stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.